Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Welcome to Mission Tristan. I would say today we're here in Memphis, Tennessee, but I'm not. I'm somewhere else. Don't worry about where. But I'm just recapping what my video was of. That video is now gone. Boom, poof, gone. So recapping, right? I was in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was checking out judo and jiu-jitsu. And initially, the first situation, I actually experienced a hard no on filming, right? And so there's a lot to that and a lot of different reasons, but that was the first one where it was just like, bam, nah, like it's just no fly zone here, right? And I am not trying to be a thorn on anyone's side. I'm not stepping on toes. I'm not like, all right, well, let me catch a little video here and that. It's like I respect it. I understand that things are crazy. This is part of the whole journey, right? Is explaining how the coronavirus changes are affecting places and what's going on and why things are different. So we're gonna delve into that a little bit. There are other reasons too, and I'll get into that about potential pitfalls with filming and how people and gyms feel about it. But for this one specifically, right? So it's a tough place to be in with the whole. It's not necessarily clear what is and isn't allowed in certain places. And so up in Tennessee, apparently in the Memphis area, there was some questionable directions from the mayor and what's allowed, what's not allowed, which phase they're involved in, and what things are supposed to be going on. And so there's a lot of gray area, right? It's like maybe this isn't explicitly allowed, or it's not clear how to operate this particular business while following certain guidelines. So basically the feedback was, it's just not, it was just a comfort level of, we don't really want to, put anything video-wise online yet, or, right now we're seeing how things are going. It's kind of, so just taking a step back and looking at that. Now, that's completely understandable. It's a thing that happened. It's a thing that I've heard from other gyms, other areas, other people, and other athletes that I've been talking to at these gyms is like, how things are evolving as we go and what's allowed and what's not, right? So at that point I wasn't allowed to, came back at a later time, got in there, chatted, things are different then, and and got a chance to get a little bit of footage and check out what's going on, right? So it's just a way things are progressing, seeing what I mean, I'm feeling like I'm repeat here, but what isn't allowed, what is, it's questionable. It's different everywhere you go too, and it's not always clear. And as things are rapidly changing, that it makes it hard. And it's like, the business world and the political world isn't focused on what's going on in combat sports, what's going on with jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai, that's not like a priority. It's just like a side effect. So like, businesses that do blah. So that's one of the challenges that these places are facing. And like I've said, there's been other gyms where I've gotten a bit of a, well, like we're not sure. We're not sure, so how can we be sure about what you could do? Like, and I get that, I really do. And so that's one thing that I'm dealing with and they're dealing with, and that's why I'm here to tell you about it. Now, on the other hand, we've got just questions about filming in general, and like especially really early on in this trip, really close to lockdown, but also me getting started with this and kind of figuring out how to approach these gyms and how to talk to them. It's like you can face some definite pushback early on. I definitely got some that are like, you want to film? Why? What are you doing with it? Where's this gonna go? Who's gonna see it? What's it for? What kind of questions? And I get it. Like, it's something that not really used to, not really necessarily something that they do often. And so I get the kind of that feeling, especially if they don't know me personally. They're like, who the heck is this guy coming in wanting to on a daily basis? The regular would be their members, and then sometimes people who are coming to try out. Like that's the extent of it, right? So it's a different arena. And so all I do is I try and explain myself, try and get a little comfort, talk to them, and explain what's going on, this journey and this video situation and why I'm making the channel and all that sort of stuff. And usually it's just like, cool, right on, yeah, let's do it. Once it's clear, once it's evident, it's a hard thing when you call up a gym to just be like, blah, 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 that's everything I'm doing. They're just like, they'd be like, what the hell are you saying? So it's a process like anything else. So working on it and getting that through. As well as there's also the whole if a gym is more, has started more recently and is kind of more westernized and used to like social media and things like that, you're gonna usually find that it's a lot more easy and open to filming and to being able to get involved in that sort of an arena. Whereas if it's maybe like a more like old school style or been around a long time, not big on social media, like you can tell sometimes there's like flash animated websites and stuff. Like there's a lot of older stuff and older versions, especially the more traditional gyms, or like some like you know like a karate gym who's got a master that's been doing it for like 60 years. It's like they might be feeling a little bit differently about someone coming in. And I've got this great network of jiu-jitsu guys and groups that can be affiliated with and that I have some recommendations for and things like that. And I love to do the other ones. Like I said, I was super stoked to get in on a judo class just because it's been a minute. I do like Muay Thai as well. Obviously MMA is a big crossover for all of it, so whatever. But like when I'm trying to deal with some of the other ones, I feel like it's just like a personal thing. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna have a harder time there. I'm like, I already know this one's kind of more to it, so and that's something I got to work on too. Is just being like, let's just calm, let's just see, because there's cool people in every aspect they're willing to like get involved. So that's been great, and so you're gonna get a hard distinction there, but definitely, I get a lot of different reactions, and it's just about kind of getting in there, talking, and explaining what's going on as well, and just showing them what I'm about, and that this is a program that is for everyone in the martial arts world. I'm not here to try and take a political stance, and like I'm not trying to expose a gym. I'm trying to show what's going on and how we're all moving forward, together, making this thing work, and how it can. So yeah, I don't know. Does that sound a little more preachy than normal? Whatever. I hope that gives some clarification, kind of explains what's going on. I'll throw some social links on here too, or just some clips from some of the other spots. But pressing forward, get a new camera, figure out what I'm doing, and get you some more content. Thanks for watching.